later in this video. But first, you'll never guess what is in this box. It's a Venus flytrap. That was probably a big surprise after seeing the thumbnail, title and intro. Must be a big one if you look at the size of the box. Well, that is disappointing, but size doesn't matter. Hopefully, that is what she said. It takes these plants a lot of energy to close. You should not play with them or touch them. So I'm going to put my finger in. Okay, I'll quit stalling. Here we go. I'm moving that much to mimic an insect, and not because my hand is shaky as hell. You might not see it, but the plant is clamping down. And yes, my finger is disgusting. Okay, what do I do now? How long does it take this plant to digest something? 5 to 7 days for a fly? Ain't nobody got time for that. The only reason I'm not trying it is because I don't have 7 days. Otherwise, I would definitely let this plant eat my finger. Apparently, this plant doesn't have enough energy to digest a finger. Such a shame, because I was looking forward to this so much. But don't click off yet, I'm gonna build it a terrarium and feed it an insect. I promise it's worth it to stick around. This is the false bottom to keep the excess water. I cut out I invented a new shape. This is window screen to separate the substrate from the false bottom. The substrate for the plants should be nutrient poor. This is dried moss and cocoa fiber. I only need to add water. I assume you all know what water looks like, so I'm skipping that part. So now I'm collecting moss in the easiest way possible. 10 kilometer hike. You all know when you go on a hike, you need to follow some rules. Follow these rules at all times. Take nothing but pictures and moss. Leave nothing but footprints and pee. Pretending to pee with a view. By now, the substrate is almost ready to go in, just adding a little sand. When I'm done being an idiot, I add a decent amount of sand. Mixing it in. I know this part is boring, so it's a fast forward. Just making a slope because I like slopes. Getting the plant out of the pot. Great success. Time to put it in. I have no clue what I'm doing here, but it's definitely not helping the plant. What are you doing, you idiot? Okay, it looks pretty shit right now, but wait for the end, it will look a little less shit. Okay, I'm lying, it still looks bad at the end, but I'm still going to feed it an insect, which is pretty cool, right? If you're still watching the video, thank you so much. If you're not watching it anymore, well, then you won't see this, so F you. I know it looks like I know what I'm doing with these terrariums, but I'm just adding random stuff, and I hope it ends up looking good. Like here, some more moss, why not? And some little stones. Okay, doesn't look too bad. Just chucking in some more moss. I've seen other people do this in their terrarium, and it always looks good. Well, I guess not always. Too late now. These are the finishing touches. Almost time to feed the plant. Just adding a few more pieces of moss. I know you're probably sick of seeing my hands, so please scroll down and press the like button. I'm going for 10 likes. Last piece of moss. Time to feed the plant. Again, I'm shaking so hard because I want to resemble a living insect. Whoa, spectacular. I'm just agitating the plant now, so it thinks it's a living insect that is trying to escape. I'm not going to lie, that was less exciting than I expected. So here's the snapping turtle again. Cool, right? These plants should be watered with rainwater. Tap water contains too much nutrients, This plant likes sun, but moss doesn't. That means I really haven't thought this through. But at least we got an answer on the question, can a Venus flytrap digest a finger? No. I have a cool video for you lined up in the end screen, but first I want to thank you for watching, and I want to thank all patrons. Every new patron gets an animal. I think you'll like this video next.